they teach us as well, this being from other planets teach us, that they cannot come to our planet just like this and teach us openly, because they follow certain rules or universal rules. One of them is the no intervention rule. So they just leave the civilizations to grow and expand at their own pace. The thing is, we need to create this consciousness, this call for them to come in a more public way. So if we start working in this consciousness, in these ideas right now, I have set a goal for our group that we envision this open contact by 2025. And it's happening right now with people from the group, with us when we go into our field trips. It is happening already, but what I want to do is it to happen more publicly. If we train journalists, people from the government, then they will start spreading this more. This is going to be a normal knowledge among us. And there is a lot of myth that we need to debunk, a lot of preconceived ideas that we need to get rid of. We need to understand a lot of things that were happening in our past and are related to this being from other planets. But at that point, we were not really ready to understand what these were. If you think about it for a moment, we just start flying in round numbers about 100 years ago with the Wright brothers trying to fly with these bikes with wings and just flying a few meters. And only 100 years later, we have these beautiful aircraft. We can fly very high speeds. We have the Concorde flying more than Mach 3. We have all these fantastic machines. And just in 100 years, these beings from other planets, they have started flying 1 million years ago, 2 million years ago, 3 million years ago. So you can imagine where they are. When they were interacting with people in our planet thousands of years ago, we were describing them as gods, for example. And they tell us, we are not God. We are just more evolved than you are. We are more advanced than you are, but we are not gods. It's what has been happening in every culture. Every culture in our planet, or almost everyone, has some being from other planet or from other reality coming, like the Nordics have the god Thor coming from the sky in a carriage of fire. So of course, the only thing that they knew at that point was a carriage. They didn't know, they don't have a word for aircraft, for UFO, for flying saucer. They didn't have any words like that. So they couldn't relay what was going on at that point, in that moment. So they called them gods coming from the sky in carriages of fire. The Vimanas, on the Hindu culture, again, Vimanas were the flying palaces. And there are paintings with these UFOs, these flying saucers flying in the sky. And they were saying that the gods, even the gods fighting in the sky. So every culture. So nowadays it's time for us to understand it in a different way and to give the step forward into meeting them at the public level.